Hello, everybody. Welcome to Comprehensive English Notes. I'm present with the part 2 video of how to solve a case study question in examination. And I'm present with a model question and its answer in this video. The question is, taking classes with a skilled teacher and getting real life practice while living in another country are proven ways to learn a new language. But what if neither of these options is available to you? Thanks to the growth of social networking technology and other Web 2.0 communication tools, independent language learners now have to have a multitude of online learning options. Palabi, www.palabi.net, is a great example of the possibilities of the Web 2 approach to learning. By adapting social networking concepts for the unique demands of language learning, this service offers numerous helpful features. Online chat with other language learners. No matter what language you are trying to learn, someone somewhere in the world speaks it and is trying to learn your language. Palabi lets you connect and help each other with text, audio, or video chat. Connections to native speakers in your local area. Palabi can connect you with nearby native speakers of the language you are trying to learn. User-generated content. Palabi offers a growing collection of podcasts, video lectures, documents, and other learning tools, all contributed by members. Virtual classrooms. Just as online meeting systems let business colleagues collaborate in real time on reports and other documents, Palabi's virtual classrooms let members meet online to review and correct translations and other projects. Palabi is just one of many online resources that can help language learners. For example, the free language website freelanguage.org offers links to free resources for several dozen languages. Well, this question has two parts. The first paragraph is the context or the problem of the case given here, and the rest of the passage provides solution to the problem given in the first paragraph. And now there are three questions given in this passage. The first question is, how could a multinational company such as IBM benefit from the capabilities offered by Pallavi and similar websites? Question B, as a manager, would you be comfortable having employees use a free service such as Pallavi before sending them on important overseas assignments? And C, what revolution is brought by the Web 2 on our social communication module? What are the challenges for business that totally depend online in Nepal? Now we have to try to answer these questions on the basis of this passage provided here. And this is simply not a comprehension question. Okay, these three questions are not simply comprehension questions, and this passage given here is not a comprehension passage. So while dealing with this kind of question, you have to first read the passage, and then you must understand the situation or the context given in the passage. Then you must find out the problem that is presented in the passage, and maybe sometimes you can find the solution in the passage also, or sometimes you will have to provide a creative solution, creative suggestion for the problem presented in the passage. So let's start trying to answer the questions asked in this passage. The first question is, How could a multinational company such as IBM benefit from the capabilities offered by Pallavi and similar websites? So we have already read this passage and we know a lot about Pallavi and similar kind of websites. So our answer should be analytical and our answer should be based on the passage. So the model answer can be: companies are beginning to experiment with virtual meetings and other communication activities in virtual worlds that range from realistic looking environments that represent offices and conference rooms to the otherworldly environment that is called what is called as Second Life. In Second Life, professionals can create online avatars to represent themselves in meetings, training sessions, sales representations, and even casual conversations with customers they happen to bump into. The big companies like IBM can minimize its cost of meeting training via online sources such as Pallavi. 1 million IBM employees, family members, and customers from 160 countries were invited to brainstorm for 3 days in the IBM Jam events, which was titled as Big Blue Brainstorm. The services that Pallavi kind of sources offer are many and vary to befit the nature of business organizations. They may be accessed to connect native speakers for an international audience, to access the user-generated content for the video conferencing and online meetings, etc. Pallavi and other online sources can successfully manage a diverse workforce, and competing in a diverse marketplace starts with embracing those differences, not trying to ignore them or pretending they don't affect interpersonal communication. Similarly, question B is: as a manager, would you be comfortable having employees use a free service such as Pallavi before sending them on important overseas assignments? A model answer can be: yes, I would be much more comfortable to have employees using a free service such as Pallavi before sending overseas assignments because I can access all the information promptly. Similarly, I can also exchange information with my employee from the central office. This service helps to organize the workshop or training in the new location from the central office where the experts are always available. Because the traditional mailing system is slow and sending the experts to the overseas is very expensive, organizing such workshops is cost effective and successful for both the parties. Moreover, it is very useful for storing podcasts, video, and other documents for the research purpose of the organization. Thus, it is not necessary for the employee to collect and take the items with him or her. Instead, that can be accessed wherever internet is available. Similarly, next question is: what revolution is brought by the Web 2.0 or social communication module? What are the challenges for businesses that totally depend online in Nepal? Model answer can be: Web 2.0 tools or social communication module is helping to change business communication practices massively. A variety of technologies have enabled and inspired a new approach to business communication. In contrast to the publishing mindset, this new social communication model is interactive and conversational. Customers and other groups are now empowered through social media, electronic media that transform passive audiences into active participants in the communication process by allowing them to share content, revise content, respond to content, or contribute new content. Just as Web 2.0 signifies the second generation of World Wide Web technologies, social networks, blogs, and other tools. Today, the companies like Amazon and Alibaba are globally known successful companies, and they have been prosperous because of the Web 2.0 or applying social communication module in their business. Web 2.0 tools can increase the speed of communication, lower communication costs, improve access to pockets of expertise, and boost employee satisfaction. 18, of course, no company, no matter how enthusiastically it embraces the 2.0 mindset, is going to be run as a social club in which everyone has a say and a vote. Today's businesses rely heavily on technology to enhance communication. Nepal is a developing country and it has not been able to develop high speed internet zones in many parts of the country. However, the service is accessible in some of the city locations like Kathmandu, Viratnagar, Pokhara, etc. Online business is lucrative for the owner because it doesn't need to rent office or building to stock the items. Likewise, it is beneficial for the consumers because the items sold in online are cheaper. However, it is also a source of concern for managers worried about information tasks and employee productivity. Moreover, poorly designed or inappropriately used technology can hinder communication more than help. To communicate effectively, learn to keep technology in perspective, guard against information overload and information addiction, use technological tools productively, and disengage from the computer frequently to communicate in person. Thank you everyone for watching this video.